Welcome to H.P.T Powertrain. Oh, we just got off of work, guys. Off of work, beautiful day. I hope you guys been doing okay. People that's watching H.P.T Powertrain, and we're keeping everything going correct, right, for model railroading. That's what we do here. We hopefully inspire and show what's going on. So today's a little different video, and the video is going to be me talking about how my layout came to be. Then we're going to get into running trains, then whatever comes into the video. Why? Because we're sporadic and it's H.P.T Powertrain. So come on, let's go see what's going on. I had some questions on how my railroad came to be, why I made my railroad, and everything else, right? Plain and simple, because I like model railroading, right? Back then, when I started building this, it's been a minute, I was going through some long COVID issues, right? I was very, very sick, frustrated, down, and other than work beating me up all the time, and just coming home from work and staying sick and in this slump, I needed something else to do to kind of get out the stress of that, right? And therefore, I started building my railroad. Not this section. This section came later. The back section is where I started, and I wanted to get back into model railroading, something I've always done in my younger age where I'm at now. So yeah, we went ahead and started this journey and started building this model railroad. I got a long ways. Didn't think I would get this far and this much built into here, but I'm very, very happy on how much we got going on. So those of you guys that are new, this is the layout that we started building on. First, I started on this section here. In saying that, I want to tell you new guys that ask the questions of how the layout came to be and whatnot, just click on my icon and go through my videos and you'll see, but I'm going to pretty much explain everything here, okay? So go ahead and click on my icon. You'll see the beginning of building this and where it's led up to. I have a lot of videos, okay? So with that said, if I can do it, you can do it also. This is nothing but platforms and correct track work to the best of my ability that I laid down in here, okay? There's a lot of different techniques that I showed on my channel, such as preset track, 18-inch radiuses, 22-inch radiuses, big 8-foot radiuses here, 4-foot radiuses here. I mean, there's a lot that went into this model railroad that I'm very proud of and surprised me also. So again, if I can do it, you can do it. You just got to put your mind and willpower to it, okay? With that said, there's plenty of information out there to show you guys how to build a model railroad, especially if you have the space to do it. Of course, if you have more space, you can do something like this, but even if you have a small space, you can do whatever you want to do. Having a model railroad, in my opinion, goes back to the thing of everyday life and stress and coming into doing your building and doing this, right? Get tripped up on my words, huh? So yeah, that's how my model railroad started. It was going from being very, very sick with long COVID. I struggled a lot with that, and it got my mind off of things to come and do this, okay? Also was detrimental to my pocketbook. That's another thing, spending money on this. I've grown to understand that you don't have to spend a lot of money on model railroading. I started out with the DCC stuff, the high-end stuff. That is far from the truth as can be told. It's fun to have it, such as switching and doing the lights and running different trains and everything. But let me tell you, I've been having fun with my DC. In fact, we're going to run a DC train right now, you know. There you go, DC, baby, DC. Rapido, by the way. Now, this little Rapido train here is light, so it doesn't do well pulling a lot of cars up inclines, and it's only 4 axles. So a 6-axle has more strength pulling up inclines and mountains versus a 4-axle. So I take these little 4 axles and run them on my lower line here. Hopefully she'll do just fine. One car derails the whole thing. All right, so let's put her on this main line here and put our cars back. I forgot to switch, that Pico switch over there. So let's put this back and try this again. It wants to go really fast, so I'm about to go turn this down a little bit once we get this on. All right, let's slow that baby down. She's going a little fast. 250. There you go, she's running good. And that's the thing this week I wanted to do, was run these trains on a lower level here. Running very good. If I really want a speeder locomotive, this one here, this Athearn here, it's an old school Athearn blue box. This thing runs like crazy, man. It's just, you can't kill this locomotive. Gave $100 for this on eBay. Awesome. Not that much of a speed demon. Guys, building this layout, I took it inch by inch over a span of 3.5 years, I would say. You know, don't quote me exactly on the time, but yeah, inch by inch, doing a little bit here and there. When I get off of work, come ease my mind and get everything going. That's how I enjoy my model railroading. The biggest thing for me was getting my main lines down, and then I can work off of my little industries, my spurs and everything else. So it's not a race, and once you see yourself taking your time, things will come out better. Check this shot out. The Rapido is coming right over our lift bridge. Transitions nicely. And all this lift bridge is a piece of plywood, and it locks into here. So I put me one of these locks here. There's no major support under here, none of that. Don't need none of that. As long as your gaps are good here. Oh, shoot. We hit that damn yeah, I decided to have another derailment and a coupler fell off of this car. So maintenance is a must on these cars. What the hell, man? What? There you have it. Derailed the locomotive on that Pico switch. Damn. Yep, them switches are coming off. Look at that. What it did, it hit inside here and it derailed it. So we got 2 derailments. So another thing when I was building this layout was the critics, the haters, the jealousy, the envy people that came along to tell me how I wasn't doing things right, or tell me I was an idiot, or just telling me the most ugliest things to how everything was going wrong. So the haters and everybody else that's listening now, here we are, we got everything running. The biggest thing was my waterfalls here. I got so much hate on that. So I'm telling you guys now that's building a model railroad, expect that to be, and don't let that discourage you. Keep rolling, my friends. Because let me tell you, everything that I heard, such with Atlas track and everything, was false. And I have Atlas tracks in here, Atlas switches, and I'm still waiting for these things to give me trouble. And with that said, all the way down from humidity, expansion, everything that I was told that was supposed to be was not true at all. Makes me freaking wonder, man. It was like, bro, what are y'all doing, right? There we go. Model railroad here. And if I can do it, you can do it also. There you have it. Coming along my lift bridge again. That was another thing that was false. Some people were saying, oh man, you need to do this, do this, do this. Piece of plywood with a bolt hinge. That's all it is. And still waiting for the trouble. Look at that. Awesome. So yeah, guys, that's basically the story of this layout, how it got to be. I thought the new guys that are just coming on board can use some good information out of that. But man, we have no trouble here. The only thing is, depending on how big you want to build your layout, you know, kind of think of that, the money, and what kind of locomotives you're running on your layout, you know. In other words, how big of a locomotive you want to run in your layout. You want to run big boys or whatnot, you know, your track work needs to be pretty much on par. But yeah, that's basically it, man. Sweet. Oh no, no, she's catching up. She's gonna catch up. Let me take her off because she's gonna hit the other one in here. This one rolls, man. This one's geared high. That's an Athearn. So that's about it, guys. That's how the railroad came to be. It was through my long COVID journey and me getting back into model railroading and just having fun with every day after work. Come and do this and showing you guys, if I can do it, you can do it, and it hopefully inspire somebody to do your layout however the hell you want to do your layout. Screw the haters, the critics. That's exactly what they are. That's exactly what they'll always be. And just keep on rolling with your stuff, guys. So with that said, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.